And that's now applied to all six. Another aspect of this, if you like this, and you're like, ooh, I love that sound, which I do, I love the sound, make sure you know C minor everywhere. I mean, that might seem like a big task, but here's C minor. Here's C minor. You know, visualize these. Learn your arpeggios, learn your triads. So like, for example, here's C minor as a bar chord. This is my outline. So here's a lick. Again, I don't feel it's necessary to just blaze through that. That's not, it's a quick lick. I'm using this as a grouping of notes, and we could put the backing track on C minor for 10 minutes and you'll go. And again, make a lot of music from just this kind of visualization. I really like this approach because I don't feel like it makes me just run up and down scales. It's more like to know the vocabulary, but I'd rather make music. And I really feel like this approach allows me to make music. My favorite blues hack, sometimes I have these things like my favorite harmonic minor scale hack, my favorite 2-5-1 or something, and it'll be something that I really do play quite a bit. This Dorian blues flavor, I called it, which is really just kind of the composite scale, but it's specifically thinking of it off of a minor triad. This, okay? And that's what I'm visualizing. That's why I'm trying to be very clear with. Visualize this minor triad, C minor, this. I mean, that's pretty easy to visualize, I hope. And what we're doing is we're taking this kind of a sequence of notes. Then after that, on measure 4 here on the second system, I wrote it as triplet eighth notes, okay? So the rhythm, just the rhythm alone is da 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 da. And when you have a grouping of notes, it's kind of where the stress is, but mainly how it fits to the pulse of the song. So in this case, if you see me or hear me go 1, 2, 3, 4, triplet, 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 triplet. All downstrokes. However, at a faster tempo, I would probably play them as alternate picking. And that's now applied to all 6 strings, okay? The thing is, with this, what I was demonstrating was visualize a C minor chord. Okay, and in this case, I'm actually playing a C minor chord, as if I'm doing a progression like this. Triplet, 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 triplet. So again, we have that 3-note motif, and again, this works really nicely on a minor chord, C minor, or in a progression in C minor. But as I was demonstrating, it's also just kind of a blues lick. So, you could do it on F7. Or you just do it in a 12-bar blues as if you're playing in the key of C. And you'll see me in here, and so I'm going. And that's more of just a grace to go. Again, that's a bigger lick. You can make it really, fast or whatever you want to do. You can go take this lick and apply it to however you want. These are just a few examples. The diagonal method of it, where I went like this. Again, this is getting a little bit more technical. My diagonal method of playing, this approach of visualizing the fretboard, I'm thinking C, G, C, G, C, G. That's what I visualize across the fretboard diagonally and break it up into intervals. It's basically root 5th, root 5th, root 5th. That's first step. If you're wondering, you know, how do you go diagonally so fast? Break it up into this. You have to do this as a preliminary exercise. C, G, first finger only, C, G, and C, G. Same thing, 3 octaves. And then add in your lick. And then it becomes easier because it's symmetrical, especially with this. So you have this, jet, doon, jet, doon. Here we go. And of course, you know, it might be at a faster tempo where you're going. Now I'm changing it just to show you how I like to play with these grouping of notes. I'm doing that kind of more of a Grant Green phrasing. So it doesn't always have to be da 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 da. That's just one idea out of it. What I'm usually saying is milk these ideas, play with it, go. You know what I mean? You can really create a lot of phrases with just these grouping of notes. What another aspect of this, if you like this, and you're like, ooh, I love that sound, which I do, I love the sound, make sure you know C minor everywhere. I mean, that might seem like a big task, but here's C minor. Here's C minor. You know, visualize these. Learn your arpeggios, learn your triads. So like, for example, here's C minor as a bar chord. This is my outline. So here's a lick. Again, I don't feel it's necessary to just blaze through that. That's not, it's a quick lick. I'm using this as a grouping of notes, and we could put the backing track on C minor for 10 minutes and you'll go. And again, make a lot of music from just this kind of visualization. I really like this approach because I don't feel like it makes me just run up and down scales. And I said, here's a great ending lick. Here's D minor 7, right here. And now here's a great ending lick if you're looking at that blues hack. And I was just in the key of C, because you took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? It's kind of just a nice bluesy ending lick again. So that's how you can use it. It's just a feel-good, and it's a feel-good, not even just an ending lick, it's just kind of a bluesy, feel-good sounding lick. And it's using today on a 2-5 lick. And it's not today is not 2-5-1, it's just 2 5s.